Hi, everybody. Hello, how are things? You get to see all of our food back here. Let me introduce you to our food here. Yeah, tonight we are going over the book. The book. So I always talk about the different books that have changed my own life. This book I read years ago, and this is one of the books that started changing a lot of things for me. So I was already about first of all, if this is your very first time to the channel, make sure that you click on the subscribe button and you also hit the bell to get notifications because I go live literally all the time. There's every single day, but there's always, it's always a different time of day because schedules, right? That's just how it goes. So this book, Jen Sincero, you guys, first of all, Jen Sincero is amazing. I love her as a writer. Whenever I read her books, I read them in her voice because I actually got one from Audible, so I knew what her voice was, so I read it in her voice. But her style is so similar to my own that it's almost like you're listening to your best friend talk to you. Whenever you're reading her stuff. It's amazing. It's amazing. And the stuff that she goes through is so no nonsense. And it's so just, it's a kick in the pants whenever we are talking about growth and whenever we're talking about just not listening to those BS stories that we've been telling ourselves for years, right? And not even realizing that they're BS stories we've been telling ourselves. That's really what it's about, you guys. Dana, so many great books, but I find it hard to keep up with all of them. How do you decide which one to start with? I just intuitively decide what to start with. This one, this one I read years ago. This one hasn't even been recent. I think I read this one in 2016. Maybe. I think it was about 4 years ago is when I read this one. So yeah, I'm just sharing with you guys what have been amazing books in my own life, because I always get a lot of questions about like, what do you spend your time reading and things like that. And I spend my time, you guys, on like self-development. I spend my time on getting over myself, on sort of just killing any ego that's left, on being unapologetically service to others in all ways, and being very real and transparent and authentic. And what that while it doesn't sound like a big deal, maybe it does. When I say it, it doesn't sound like a big deal to me. But although it doesn't sound like a big deal, really, it's everything. It's the difference between being successful or always having excuses as to why you're not successful, right? So yeah. Let's see, Dana. Oh, hi from Canada. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Martha. Saturday, 8:50 a.m. in India. Oh my gosh, you live in the future. I love that you're in India right now. How is the wedding? Sherry, hello from Wisconsin. Hello, Sherry. Nancy, love that top. Oh, thanks. I just got it from Target today. Sarah, oh wait, Greta, hey from Calgary. Hello. I'll see you soon enough. Sarah, yay, I worked so late. I was for sure I missed your live. God knows when I need Martha time on an extra level. Oh, man. Carla, hello from Miami. Hello, Carla. Hi, I caught you live twice in one day. Boom. Dana, self-development books are the only books I read. It's all I care about, you guys. It's all I care about. Other than self-development, the only other thing that I care about are ways to get people's attention. And it's not in a skeezy way to get people's attention. It's because psychologically, I need to get people's attention if I plan on helping to change the world. I need people's attention get this change to happen in the world. If I want oils in every home, like Gary wanted oils in every home, if I want to push that mission out, then I have to know how to get people's attention. But you guys, I also have to be able to run the gauntlet on personal development, or else I'm going to be I'm going to take things personally, and I'm going to get real mad about some stuff, and people are going to step on my feelings, and then I'm going to, trip over my shoelaces because I can't get over my feelings, and my ego is going to scare me into being small. Like, there's so much stuff, you guys. Self-development is where it's at. We've gotta be doing it. What was I going to say? Sarah, just FYI, we need #book club with Martha and Oprah. We'd probably share a lot of the same books, honestly. Let's see. Hello, Martha, here in Merced, California. Hello. May. Hi, Martha. Hello, May. Same. This is Heather. I knew it was Heather. I knew it. I wasn't positive, so I didn't want to say it. James, hey again. I said I would go for karaoke, and I did. Owner wasn't there, but I did it. I claim my victory and accept God's outcome. Boom. There it is. Greta, yes, I only read self-help books. That's all I care about. Crystal, oh my gosh, laughing at my cat. Gus is looking for you. He hears your voice all the time. That's hilarious. Sarah, also I'm jealous of your weather right now, but I probably won't be so jealous when you're in Canada. Right. That's what somebody walked into the event tonight. So I did one event tonight. That's why it's a little bit later right now. I did one event tonight, and they walked in one of their cute coats, one of those cute Texas coats. And I'm like, that's adorable. My coat looks like a pillow. Like these are these cute little stylish jackets and stuff. And I'm like, that's not a coat. What are you doing? That's not a coat. Oh my goodness. It's not a coat unless you can make a stuffed animal out of that thing. Crystal, go James. Yes. By the way, for the record, my cousin wants RC. Miracle in itself. It's happening. I am Royal Crown Diamond. Boom. Yes. That is awesome, you guys. So has anybody read You're a Badass yet? Also, there is what is a Texas coat. It's just a stylish little coat. It's just it's not a special coat. It's just like it's a jacket. It's a jacket. I was saying, oh well, that's cute because they were technically wearing a coat, and I'm like, that's not the kind of coat I'm familiar with. My kind of coat, you look like an Eskimo in, right? Sarah, Crystal, that's a little creepy. I love it, but it's creepy. Love all your videos and your lives. I say stop. I'm busy watching #Martha Lives. Martha Lives rules. Don't bother me. Oh man, Carla just bought it and got it a couple of days ago. Oh, awesome, Crystal, Sarah. Here, I'm just gonna kind of pull this down a little bit. It's good. It's good. There's also You're a Badass at Making Money. It's good. It's good. There's also You're a Badass at Making Money, which is great. I don't have another way to say, and I don't want to completely uncover all of it or really any of it. I just want you to read it. I just want you to consume it. I think we have a link to it in the description of this if you want to click on the link. It's the cheapest version of it on Amazon if you want it. But I'm just your personal shopper. No big deal. I'll just get you the cheapest version. So yeah, it's a kick in the pants. It's a swift kick in the rear that is letting you know about your own BS and letting you know that all of these things that you say to yourself is crap and is keeping you small. And you're not able to serve out your mission here on the planet because of all these things that you keep saying to yourself. But here's the deal, is the things that we keep saying to ourselves, you guys, is the stuff that somebody else said to us at one point. And shame on them for ever saying that stuff to us. But we don't have to continue it. What we have to do is we have to recognize it for what it is, as them, God bless them, trying to keep us safe, right? So they said, be careful. Don't do that. You don't want to stand out too much. You don't want to, if you step out on the ledge, you might hurt yourself. Watch out. Be careful. And that's, people speak to us whenever they say that stuff. Like I said, God bless them. They're trying to keep us safe, right? But when people are speaking to us like that, they are speaking to us, listen to me, please. They are speaking to us from their own limitations. And it never had anything to do with us. It has everything to do with what they feel like they can or cannot do. And what they do is they impose that same belief on you, not because they're trying to be malicious or hurtful. In most cases, I always believe that I always assume positive intent. I assume that everybody means well for everyone else. At the bottom of everything, I believe with all of my heart that we are all doing the best that we can with the cards that we're dealt. And the cards that we're dealt are very different, you guys. And we've got no right to say, well, this person's just mean. I don't know. Maybe they were really hurt. Maybe somebody really stepped on their heart, right? We don't know what's happening to people. Maybe they're going through stuff behind the scenes that we should be proud of them for leaving their home. Like maybe there's stuff going on that's just really tough human stuff, right? And we don't know that stuff. But also, we can't accept their limitations. We can't afford to accept their limitations, right? Because we've got a big job to do. And if we plan on stepping into our own mission and stepping into our own divinity and stepping into all of our limitless creation that we can do, if we plan on doing that, limits are not our friends, right? And really, when somebody's imposing limits on you, it's better to put the kibosh on the limits and to show them what freedom looks like. So I will take your limits and I will raise you a stack of freedom. And I will show you what this looks like. I love you so much. I appreciate you trying to keep me safe. I get where you're coming from. I get it. Now watch this. Let me show you what freedom looks like. Because that's what I'm here to show you, right? Like that's what we're all here for. We're here to show the people around us what coming back home looks like. And when I say what coming back home looks like, coming back home to heart center, coming back home to living from our souls, right? That's what we're here on the planet to show people, to usher this in, to show people what this looks like. And I'm even going to go so far as to say, and I'm very, very passionate about this, that our generation in specific, I'm 39, that my generation can light up with freedom, that they can light up with their loving souls that they have and usher in a new time for us, usher in a new wave for us. And in order for them to really be able to show up and do that, we are cutting out all the BS. So when I show up in a very Joan of Arc energy, that's because that's who I am. That's because I am a disruptor. That is because I am here to crush the old way of doing things so kids like my daughter can come in and just shine their lights and show a new way of living from their souls and living from their hearts. And this is completely off topic, but this is what we're all doing. I don't talk about this stuff often, but this is what we're all doing here. Times are changing, friends. Times are changing, and we're part of it. So we need to buckle up. We need to ante up. We need to get our personal development taken care of. We need to zip it all up because we've got work to do, right? And it doesn't feel like work, but it is. It is. We've got things to usher in. That's really the only way that I can say it. Heather, I have not read Badass yet. Oh man, you're gonna love it. Sarah, it's a coat that's fashion only and doesn't actually serve its purpose. Yes, 100% yes. James, and whomever said they need their Martha time, I can relate. My new favorite pastime, choosing to grow, was difficult, but so worth it. I just can't put it anyway. Aw. Heather, so true. Crystal, yes, there are limitations. James, I choose to get out of my own way. I am music. I am love. Will succeed by loving others. Man, that's so good. Heather, always assume love. When we know better, we do better. Amen to that. Sarah, people are quick to judge what's on their plate, but never consider what their plate looks like. Yes. Yes. Sarah, hold my Ningxia. Crystal, goosebumps, girl. Sarah, I'm borrowing that. May, same conversation I had with my daughter today. My timeline's BS should not be. Yes. Sarah, I so agree. Look at how many RCDs are aged 30 to 40. I think it's not only that generation, but people of that decade of age. Yes, yeah. Heather, well, that makes sense why it's called a Texas coat. Although in the panhandle, there is real winter weather. Oh, okay. May should not be making it into her timeline. Take our promises and leave that old garbage behind. Exactly. That's there was an old way of doing things, and it served people for a bit. Journeys happen because they need to happen for whatever reason, and we don't need to understand why that is. Doesn't make a difference. Um, but what we're here to do is to change things, and all you have to look to is your heart to know that. All you have to look to is what when you look at somebody in need, what happens here? Like that's all you need to look to. Because when you look at somebody in need and your heart breaks for them, everybody talks about being an empath, and I believe we're all empaths. I truly believe that we are. That's our nature. We're all connected. We are one. What you do affects me. What I do affects you. What I do affects the whole in one way or another, and that's just how it is, in my opinion. But when you know someone else's situation and you see it and your heart breaks for them, that's that's proof in the pudding that we're here to help each other out. Why would we have such an emotional reaction to something if it wasn't so we could make it better or to help in some way? Why would that reaction exist, right? Like those are the things that I think about. So like hashtag Martha thoughts, right? Like those are the things that I think about. Like why do I feel such physical pain whenever I see somebody hurting? Right? Or why do I instantly tear up, and why do I experience or feel like I experience their pain when I see that? And I believe, you guys, it's because we're supposed to be helping each other out. We need to know what that pain feels like so we can help with that pain. And the beauty, you guys, of Young Living and working with Young Living is that we can help with that in a way that like is beyond emotional support, in a way that is beyond reaching out that hand and saying, here, I got you. But it's even beyond that, and it's restoring frequencies to the body that are supporting the body in a way that it wasn't supported before, right? Through as Bob calls it, well, he doesn't call it plant blood because he is more eloquent than that. But that's part of the words that he says about it. And it's just cool. It's just cool. I'm ranting. It's a little bit late and I'm tired and I'm ranting, but I think you guys understand what I'm saying. Sarah, let my heart be broken by the things that break the heart of God. Bob Pierce. Yes. That's it. That's it. James, I feel people's pain. It physically manifests. I don't know what to do about it sometimes. It's you love the person that you feel their pain. You love the person. You pray for the person. There's a release is fantastic also to help actually release that. But we feel it for a reason. That's what I'm trying to say is like, we don't feel it on accident for no reason at all. there are no accidents, right? If you feel that for a moment in time, sit in the moment in time and understand why you're feeling that. What's going on? In what way can we react? In what way can we respond? What is it, right? I am my brother's keeper. What is it? What do I need to do in order to be able to support this person? That's real talk, you guys. Real talk. May, OMG, Martha, we're on the same wavelength today, or is God really trying to get our attention? Loud and clear, sir, speaking through us. This is our job. And it's the best job on the planet, right? To be Christ's hands and feet, to be God's hands and feet, to be our Creator's hands and feet, however you want to say that, makes no difference to me whatsoever. But to be the facilitators of expansion, the facilitators of love, the proof of God's love through us, all of those things. That's what we're here for. And then we get caught up in our humanness, right? We get caught up in the petty stuff, and we get caught up in emotions, and we get caught up in our ego getting stepped on, and you hurt my feelings, and now I'm mad, and da 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 da, right? We get caught up in those things because we're human, and it just is what it is, right? And it's okay. It's okay. But at the end of the day, if we can do enough personal development to be able to get ourselves out of that, to be able to see the bigger picture and see what is needed of me in this moment. How can I be of service? How can I be able to help in the best way? That's always the question that needs to be asked. And do I always do it? No, you guys. I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect. I wish to always do it. The people I hurt the most are the people that are closest to me. I think I hurt my husband's feelings maybe on a daily basis, where I just say something quick and it's not thoughtful and whatever. And it's the people closest to us that are the ones that we need to watch out for the most, because they're the easiest ones to think, oh, they know what I mean, right? Or they know what I'm saying. They know what I'm saying. I can be flippant. I can be careless with their feelings. They get it. They understand me. They know I love them. That's not fair, right? It's not fair to the people closest to us. I'm really going on some rants here, but or some like rabbit holes. I'm tired. Look at me. Look at my eyes. I'm tired. Sarah, James, empath here too. All the Angelica and White Angelica. Hey, Chantal, I see you. Nancy, what are you currently reading? What's the next books you have lined up? Currently reading, I have a few of them. I have like How to Get, you're going to laugh at this, How to Get and Stay Motivated, which, I don't know. I get ideas for videos from this stuff. I don't really need to get or stay motivated. I'm already just fine. But I get ideas for videos of what other people would maybe need to hear from this stuff. So How to Get and Stay Motivated, that's Grant Cardone. I love Grant Cardone. I think he's fantastic. And what's up next? I know I have one on my list and I can't even think of it right now. I'll have to get back to you on that. James, hashtag RCD soapbox. It's happening. Stay tuned, people. Oh, man. Oh, man. Sarah, empaths are also extra susceptible of drowning in the toxic pit of their negative self-talk. So that's fun. Not. Thank God we have oils. Man. Empaths, y'all. Empaths. If you have ever, this is an empath hack. To recognize your own energy. This is something, and this has nothing to do with the book. We're past the book at this point. I think we understand that. I already took a left a long time ago. An empath hack is that I used to be really affected by a lot of people, like as an empath is. You walk into a room and all of a sudden you're really affected by the room. All of a sudden you're in a bad mood, or you're really panicky, or whatever, anxious, doesn't matter. It's something like that, right? What a friend of mine taught me a long time ago was to do this. And before I go into a room now, any room, well, with my family, it's one thing. We're always together. We're kind of all the same person. But whenever I go into another room with like a bunch of people, before I enter the room, I take note of my energy. I take note of where I sit before I enter the room. I know what's mine, right? I know what my energy is. And then whenever you enter the room, if your energy goes somewhere else, like if you start getting panicky or if you get weird, you know how it happens. Then it's important to think and remember that's not mine, right? That's not mine. And then it'll be easier to center in with that energy that you walked into the room with. Because if you can remember that that wasn't yours, that whatever you're feeling, like that if it's pain or if it's something like that, you can allow that to be separated from your own energy space by remembering what yours actually. I used to have, well, I mean, I had extreme panic disorder, and a lot of it came from social anxiety, and so yeah, whenever I would walk in a room, I would be like, oh man, and just immediately like, like chest got tight, like oh gosh, but then I started realizing that that stuff wasn't mine. Boo. Sarah, you are more motivated. Might actually be scary. Do it. You more motivated. Sarah, your heart comes out. Your heart comes out most at these left turns and soapboxes. I find them more beneficial than even the content portions of your videos. Well, it's like we're just sitting here talking and having decaf at the end of the day or something, right? Like I just like to talk to you guys. James, thank you for that. I love it. It's not mine. Totally stealing that. Do it. It's helpful. It's really helpful. Chantal, I also instinctively put my left hand on my solar plexus, not to absorb the negative energy. Works for me. Ooh, I like that. James, the rabbit holes are the best part. Oh, that sounds weird. Okay, we're getting late now. I'm gonna go ahead and stop my rambling. I love you guys so much. I have two events, and they are at 9, so 9 to 11, and then 1 to 3. I will check in with you guys tomorrow. You have an awesome night. Bye bye, you guys.